Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on column graphs. In the last video we looked at tally marks and how to use them in order to create a table. Once the table is created, the information displayed in it can be shown on different types of graphs. One of the most popular is the column graph. Column graphs are a simple and excellent visual method of looking at information and making sense of it. So here's a simple table which shows different ice creams and the number of people who like them. For example, they could be students in a class and they were surveyed, and these were the results. These results can be transferred to a very simple column graph which is lovely and visual, and you can glean some information just by looking at the columns. For example, if you look at the cherry and the cocoa, you can see they're the most popular because that's the tallest column. Okay, and the ones that are least popular, for example, are vanilla and pecan because they are the shortest columns. Now it's important to note all column graphs must show a title, so ice cream preference, and all column graphs must have each axis clearly labelled. So here we've got the different types of ice cream, and these numbers here represent the votes. So if you have all those things, that's a good column graph. Example 2. This example here lists some grades A, B, C, D, and these could represent the number of students who scored these grades in a particular class. And again, you can see how beautiful the column graph is. It's very simple, easy to see and easy to understand, and grade B was the most popular because that's the tallest, and it's good to see in this class not many people scored grade D. That's assuming that A is the highest grade, for example. Example 3. This table shows the number of pets owned by students. Again, this could be a class that was surveyed. So when the tally marks are all put down and all the numbers have been put in the appropriate column, then you can draw your column graph and look how beautiful and visual it is. And straight away from the column graph, you see that the most common or popular animal is the cat because of the length of the column, and the rabbit is the least popular. In other words, not many people own rabbits. Example 4. Here we have another little survey showing 5 different sports, and that could possibly be the number of students who play that sport, say in a given class. So they'll be the student numbers, for example. So once the table has been constructed, like it has been here, and the column graph has been drawn, like it has been here, we are able to answer some relevant questions. Once the column graph is drawn very beautifully and accurately in this manner, it's quite easy to answer different questions relating to the column graph and to the particular sports. How many students like soccer? Well, you just go up there and you see that that goes up to 9. You can also answer that from the table. What is the most popular sport? Well, it has to be soccer because that is the column which is the tallest. How many students were surveyed? Now this is an interesting one and it could confuse a few people. All you do is add these numbers up. So if you add those numbers up, or you go 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6, either way, and you'll get 29. So 29 people were surveyed. And finally, what sport is least popular? Least popular means the shortest column, and that's hockey. So this video has just shown how to transform information from a table into a very useful and visual column graph, which helps you to answer simple questions.